Adele's right here. Easily. Ah, just look at that. Watch that again. He's also pretty sick, but Adele, you have a nice cut in, right, of just her with the swords. This is literally just Byakuya from Bleach, okay, with all the swords around, and then they all scatter into the screen. So easily put Adele at peak. Okay, it's one of the best. One of the best. I don't want to start off with peak, but easily. Angelic Buster. Okay. Next up, we got Angelic Buster. Where is that? How do we like Angelic Busters? I think they did Angelic Busters pretty well. You know? I mean, she's an idol. I think it looks nice. I think it looks nice. Definitely gives me like gacha game vibes. Not gonna lie. A very uwu. A for anime. Yeah, I wouldn't really say like I wouldn't really put it in S. You know, I think it's solid though. I think it's solid in terms of like the cutscene and the visuals. Uh, I like it. Is it an A though? Hold on, let me watch it again. I'll give it. I'll give it a B. Yeah, I think I'll give it a B. I want to put it like A minus. You know, I don't know if it's an A because we have other things to go through, right? Well, we might come back to A B, right? I think it's definitely a solid B. Yeah. Also, I think the way I'm gonna do this because I don't want to keep going back and forth. I'm gonna go in order of the video. Okay. So we already did Adele and A B, but I think it's better just to go in order of the video. Make it easier for myself and I have to find classes. So Hero. I mean Hero's fucking I mean like it was bro, the first couple of skills were slapping. They were slapping hard, okay? Like just the cut like what is that? What is that? Okay. Bro. Bro, that I mean that's a solid A. Like at least an A. I don't know. Would I give that an S though? Would I give that an S? Bro, I mean it's bro, it slaps hard. Like that cut in with like this like the clock? I don't know where that fits, you know? Like cuz you're cutting time, you know? You're freezing it, pausing it. It's into the just galactic sword. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's a solid A. Music slaps too. We're not grading the music though. You know, we're not grading the music. I think Hero is a bro. I mean, it might be S. It might. We'll see what I put into S. You know, we'll see what I put into S. But I think Hero is a solid A. Paladin. Paladin is next. I really like Paladin. This cut in. Oh. I love it. I love it. I think it's better than Hero. I think it's better than Hero. Just that cut in, the hammer behind, the holy cross, and like the structures in the background, like These things, dude. That's an S. That's an S. that is sick. That is exactly what Paladin needs. And this cousin too, like I love it. I love it. I love it. Pally, I'm putting Pally at an S, like easily. And like I think Hero makes sense then, you know, because like I would put Pally above Hero, although Heroes was like really good. Okay, Dark Knight. And it's just a giant spear at the end. Man, bro. Yeah, I mean, they really went fucking hard on the explorers. They went hard. I don't think I would put that on S though. Like, again, I think this is a really solid A for me. It's a really solid A. Where's Dark Knight? I'm blind. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, no, I like it. I like it. I mean, it's I gotta be a little, you know, like I can't just put everything in S. I can't put everything in S, you know, but it kind of like faded away. Yeah, if there was more of an explosion at the end, because you kind of like he throws it down, right? He like that's sick, right? Throws it down, and then it hits the fucking ground, and then it just kind of poof fades away. So I think yeah, I mean could have been a little bit better. Could have been, but solid A. Next up, what do we have? Fire Poison. Fire Poison is going into. I think it's a peak. Like I'm like before. I think this is peak. Okay, I'm gonna say it's peak. I fucking love this cutscene. I think I just like the snake Ifrit, dude. And then the combination. Okay, those explosions at the end are fucking lame. Okay, they're fucking lame. But nah, like fire poison, easy. The explosions at the end make it so underwhelming. Yeah, I'll link it after. But all right, where's fire poison? I'm definitely peak if I could find it. There it is. Fire poison. Yep. Fire poison. Let's just watch that back. Fire's Dark Knight. All right. Oh, the detail. Bro, the detail. The detail, man. I love it. All right, what's next? Do I need to make the video bigger, by the way, or are we good? Is that good enough? Yeah, I can only make it so much bigger, but I think it's fine. Okay. Ice lightning. I have something to say about ice lightning. I think if you're not counting the music, but I think if you include the music on this, it's really fucking good, right? Like if we take everything into account, the presentation, but like if you take the music into account, like the way that it drops after like the ice breaks, you know. So it's like I'm not a big fan of the icicle shards. The one thing I really like is this. Like this is a new animation, right? Like when a target is frozen, it's it's in this like icicle structure, right? Stuck in ice. I think that's really cool. I think, you know, if you pay attention to that little detail, really cool. And just in regards to the animation, I don't know, because we put Angelic Buster at B. I don't think this is on par with Angelic Buster. I think Angelic Buster is like, it's a lot flashier. Definitely suits it a lot more. But I think this is just like a nicer Ice Age. You know, that's all I see it. You know, like I think this is just like an upgraded Ice Age or whatever. So definitely nice, but yeah, I'm gonna have to give it a C. If we put Angelic Buster at B, I mean I wouldn't put it D or F. I don't think it's lame. I think it's solid. Maybe D. not an F. But I think we can put it at C. Just because like at the very end, like that the frozen structure. I like it. All right, what's next? Damn, it'd be really nice if I had like a hotkey to like click YouTube on and off right now instead of having to click it every time. Okay, what's next? Bishop? Okay. Heaven's Door. The Angel. Fucking Bishop summoning the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. You know, just to destroy the fucking foe. It's like, bro, you're opening the gates to heaven, right? And it's like, we got you, fam. I like it, bro. And the enhanced Angel Ray looks fucking badass, but you know, we're not taking that into account. We're just taking into account the skill itself, right? But Angel Ray looks really fucking good. Not gonna lie. Why it looks so fast too? Like, can we talk about just how fast these skills are? Like, and can we talk about like how insane they're gonna be at 0 attack speed? It's kind of crazy, man. It's kind of crazy. It looks sped up. Oh, maybe I guess I didn't think about that. Okay, I mean, okay, I guess that would make sense if it is. Would make sense. Okay, so let's see. Boom. I like it. Maybe not the end. Maybe not the end, but I'm gonna put this at a B. I say B. B for Bishop, but I think it's a B. I think it's on par with Angelic Buster. I don't think it's as good as Hero and Dark Knight. All right. Bowmaster. New Hurricane looks nice. This just looks like gacha game graphics. I like the arrow rain. But no, I think it's a C. Yeah. I think I put this with Bishop, or sorry, with Ice Lightning. I put it with Ice Lightning. I like it, right? Obviously, like I like it, but there really isn't much to it. There really isn't much to it for me. It's got to be a bit better. Yeah, I'll put it at C. We can go back to some of these later. I think I might want to go back to I don't know, we'll see. Angelic Buster, maybe Hero Dark Knight, or maybe Hero, but I think for now it's pretty good. All right, Marksman. Let's not take into account how long this is. It's good. It's good. I mean, it's better than Bowmaster. It's better than Bowmaster. It doesn't really do it for me though, you know, but just getting sniped. Yeah, it's getting sniped. Uh, I'm gonna put this at a B. I'm gonna put it at a B. Just because Hero and Dark Knight had like such higher quality in regards to their animation. Uh, I'll put this at a solid B if I can find it. God, I can't find it. There it is. I'll put it at a B. High B. Yeah. Um, I think no. I think it's better than Bishop, right? Is it better than Angelic Buster? No, I mean Angelic Buster again, higher quality. You know, it's cuter. Okay, Pathfinder. I like the eyes. D. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to be a little positive about it, you know. I'm trying to be positive about it. But if you look at what we have in C tier, we have Ice Lightning and Bowmaster at C tier, right? There isn't much to Pathfinder, right? We get a cut in of the eyes. That's sick, right? I like it. I really like that. And then we just get a bunch of symbols, you know. I'm just like what am I supposed to do with this, right? What am I supposed to do with this? But then the after image where it's like you have the area effect around the character, I think that's really cool, right? But just in regards to the animation itself, I'm gonna have to put it at a D. I like Pathfinder, but yeah, that didn't really like blow me away or anything. And I think like Ice Lightning and Bowmaster do look better than Pathfinder. Not counting post effects. To a certain extent. To a certain extent. We're mostly just looking at the like the skill itself, right? So okay. Night Lord. Okay. Yeah, my first thoughts on Night Lord, like when I saw it last night, I wasn't really too impressed about it. I'm trying to like rewatch it now a couple of times. So we see a cut in into basically like the large omen, you know, for like a split second, and then it's like the area, right? Stars flying around. It's got like, you know, it's like one with like domain effect going on, but it just gives me like Pathfinder vibes, to be honest. I think Pathfinder was probably a little bit better. I don't know, like do you give this an F? I think I'm saying D, right? I don't know if it's an F though. Could have been cooler, but it's just like a large omen, you know. Missing E. Missing an E. By far the worst. It doesn't really do anything to the class. Like it doesn't really add anything. Pathfinder at least had the cut in, right? Like with the cut in with the eyes, and then all the symbols at the end, or symbol whatever, you know, the fucking markings, right? So at least that was like cool about it. But Night Lord, yeah, no, I'll give it an F. I'll give it an F. Just talking about it more. In comparison, I think Pathfinder is just like it's better. Yeah. Okay, let's continue. We're about to see peak. Okay, this is peak. All right, I've seen this plenty of times. You know, I was making my video. 1, 2, 3. Like, oh, so much there. So, bro, there's so much going on there. So much going on. It's too short. It could be extended a bit, but like just this. Like this fucking frame. Okay. And then you have the second one. And like I like the monochrome style, you know, like I dig monochrome, right? And then you have the 1, 2, 3, 4 into the slash, like yeah, 100%, 100%. This is also peak. Is also peak. If I can find it. If I could find it. There it is. Okay. Also, I think somebody wanted a link to this. I'll just post it here. I'll post it to Discord too. But yeah. Okay. Let's continue. Dual Blade. Let's just watch that again. Okay. Watch this again. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's like boom, 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 boom. Okay. 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 Let's do let's do Dual Blade. Ooh. It's very short, but I mean like first of all, like Phantom Blow looking a lot nicer now. The enhanced Phantom Blow looks really nice. Right? And then at the beginning of this, you have assuming like the DB itself, right? Right there, on like a little, you know, like, and then that, man. But it's a little short. It's a little short. I'm gonna give this an A. Yeah, very, yeah, high A, whatever you want it. It's an A. It's a very solid A. But we have Pally and S, right? And if we go back and watch Pally, I think Pally is way better than this, you know, in just in like presentation wise, you know. So, it's an A. It's an A, for sure. Where is it? God, could we have maybe like added like why can't I find it? They're alphabetical. Yeah, I knew that. Also, I'm not gonna put it in any order, like moving it around or whatever. I'm just gonna keep it in the ranks. One question: what happened to Kana and Hayato? Nothing, because they're non-KMS classes. Nothing happened to them. We won't know about Kana and Hayato until a couple months from now. Okay. Next up, what do we have? Buck. Okay, I like Buck. Okay, everyone's making fun of like the little worms. Okay, I like it. I like it. I'm just gonna say that. I think the cut-in is really nice. I love the sea serpents, right? And I like the little worms. I like the worms. Everyone's clowning on the little worms, you know, but I like the worms. What would I give this though? What would I give it? Then we have that. A nice like insignia. And then that's just man. I think it's an A. I think it's an A for me. Yeah. It's an A. It's an A. I like it. I like it. There's not much to it though. Well, not much to it. We aren't really judging like the little worms at the end. Yeah. I do like the serpents though, but that's about it. It's only same as Bowmaster. It's not 30 seconds long. But I mean, DB was pretty short too. But DB definitely had better animations than Buck. I still like it though. I still like it. Okay. Maybe A's a little too high. Still like it though. I'm gonna put it at a B. I'm gonna put it at a B. I think what Buck has that Ice Lightning and Bowmaster don't is I don't know, probably like it's probably just the fucking serpent for me, you know? It's I don't know. I think just thematically, I think it's just the serpent, the very beginning. URL, yeah, yeah. There you go. There you go. Okay, let's continue. You're right, right? Because I might be putting a little too much emphasis on the worms at the end. Okay, Corsair. Summon Nautilus. I mean, there's not much there. It like you can't. It's not really that cool. Like obviously it's nice, you know, but it's just a summon. It's just a summon. Uh, I think it's like Night Lord. You think C? I don't know. I would put it at D or F. Like I don't. I would put it at D or F. Like all we see is just like all we just see is this nice like Nautilus cut in. Again, it's not everything's nice, right? But we just see Nautilus cut in into the summon itself. But like, is it Night Lord tier? You know, like is it similar to Night Lord? I think Night Lord probably has better, slightly better visuals. So, fuck, I don't know. It's better than Pathfinder. Pathfinder has more to it though. I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm gonna put Corsair at F as well. Pathfinder has more to it. Like it's just like again the cutscene, right? With like the skill itself, like it just has a bit more. But like with Corsair, yeah, it's kind of forgettable. Exactly. With Corsair, it's just a bigger Nautilus that's just staying on the map. Like we're not really counting too much like the skill like after, although we can a little bit, right? But that's not like our main like point of critique, right? Yeah, yeah, we're looking at the 6 job skills. Okay, that's Corsair, and then Cannon Master. Cannon Master is just literally just a nuke. You have the cut in. Visually just looks great. I don't know. I don't think it's an S. I don't think it's an S. I think probably an A. I'll put it at an A. I wouldn't put that as an S. I like it, right? I think it's an A. I think it's an A. B for bomb. I like it. I like it. It definitely has the same amount of like production value as like Hero and Dark Knight, you know. But again, I might have to go back into Pally, but there's like something about Pally that's just like putting it above the rest for the lines. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna put it at A. Mahio. Okay. Okay. I mean, I think it's an A as well. I think it's an A as well. I mean, like it might be a little similar to like Bishop and Marksman, but like, so you have this, and I think this is sick, right? The way this is presented, right? Like, nah, I mean that's clean. Like that's clean. That's clean. It's definitely an A or a B, right? Yeah, nice angles, exactly. Yeah, it's really clean, but I'm gonna put it in an A. Yeah, I also can't fucking talk. Mahio, I'm gonna put it in an A because I think it's pretty similar to like DB and Cannon Master. It just works very fucking well. Short but sweet. Durandal, is it? Okay, another peak. Dawn Warrior. Dude, it's like, nah, bro, you can't do that, man. You can't fucking do that. This skill just goes way too crazy. It goes way too crazy. Like, first of all, like you're just, this is the Arthur meme, right? Like the Arthur fist meme, right? You're grabbing Cosmos in one hand. Okay, but can we talk about some like a little technicalities here, right? Dawn Warrior is a two-handed user, okay? But you're grabbing Cosmos with one hand and then grabbing it with two, okay? I mean, I guess, right? But you can't, like, you're going from one to two, right? This is sick. And then right before, I don't know if we can capture that, but right there, yeah. Right there, you know, like you see it in the back and then just comes right at you and then just slicing the screen. Oh my god. That is, nah, that's crazy. That's crazy. That is peak. That is peak. Definitely went all out for that one. Yeah. Alright, Blaze Wizard. I think it's an A. S? Would you put it at, with Paladin? I look at it and I instantly think A. Okay, I mean, like, I don't know, maybe because I thought they could do something a bit better with the Phoenix. You know, I feel like the Phoenix presentation could have been like, if the Phoenix was like bigger, like, because I'm thinking about the other skills now, and like if it cut in like the other skills, where like more of a zoom in, but it kind of starts with just like I mean, obviously the Phoenix rising, right? But it's clean though. It's clean. I'm gonna put it in an A. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I think it's very similar to Mahio. You know, might be a little bit longer, but I think it's pretty similar. Wind Archer. Oh god. Guys. I mean, short and sweet, but like I don't know, man. I don't know. I think it's slightly better than F. I think it's a D. I think I'll put it on the same as Pathfinder, right? But it's definitely very fitting for the class. It ain't doing much, right? It's not doing much. But if you take a look at it, right? Like the green crystal, right? In the forest, and then just exploding out. I like it. Like, I like it. But it's kind of lame. T for track. It's a little lame, you know, but like I'm gonna put it in D. I think it's a little bit above in terms of presentation. It's a little bit above Corsair and Nightlord, you know. So I'm not gonna put it in F. It's a bit better. It's a bit better. How important is 2-line drop meso on gear at 231? At 231? Nah. I mean, I think at the very least you should go for like, 5 lines of meso, 4 lines of drop. Like bare minimum, get your 180. But like rushing like double line, I don't know. I wouldn't say I'm a big fan of that. I think at the end of the day, you have to also just play around events, like what's coming, right? What you should be saving for, what's going to get you the most progression right now. I'm in shambles. Yeah. Okay. If you have 180, I'll just focus like just a hard focus for shining, you know? Alright, what's next? Nightwalker. This one's good. So like, I mean, it's just Batman, you know? Like you have you have the bat signal, the clouds, the full moon, but like right here, like if you don't see it, it's too fast, right? It's too fast, but you see the Nightwalker coming out of the bat and slashing through. So and then the skills after look really really good. I think it's an A or a B. It's too fast. If you just watch the skill itself, you're going to miss it, right? So if you play it in real time, it's not going to look as good. B for Batman, yeah, but would you put this in A? Because it's very. I mean, I think this is better than Blaze Wizard. We put Blaze Wizard in A. Hero and Dark Knight's better. I mean, sure, yeah. Like, are you gonna put Blaze Wizard in A and then but this in B? Like. It's better than AB? Yeah. It's better than AB. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna put it in A. I'm gonna put it in A. It's definitely what are we rating on visuals? Visuals, like presentation, not really so much about the post, but a little bit post, right? That's not like the major factor. Which is why like Buck, I like the worms. And I would be more inclined to put Buck in A, right? But in regards to like the actual like presentation of it, it's pretty solid. But like I definitely would put like Hero, Dark Knight, Mahile like better than Buck. We don't have any details for these skills, so it's more so about the visuals, the way it's presented, right? How well it like fits the class. The worms, yeah. Okay, next up. Thunderbreaker. Actually, Whirlpool. And you have like the typhoons, like S tier. Maybe, yeah. I think so. I think so. High A for sure. But I think in terms of our list that we're making, I think this is also an S. Like that, super clean, and then you have the like just the character itself as well. Yeah, yeah. It's not peak. It's definitely not peak. But I would agree. It's definitely on par with Paladin. It's on par with Paladin. It's an S. It's an S. Needs more sharks, maybe, yeah. But it's definitely got the TB vibe going. Could have had a shark in there. Okay, We got Aran next. Oh, before we get into Aran though, can we talk about how clean these fucking animations look for like final blow and everything else? I don't know what the other skill, what it's called after. What do you link final blow with? But like all these animations just like really clean. But that's not what we're going for here. It was good. It's good. It's good. Just have a giant Maha, you know. Just yo, Nah, I wouldn't put that. I wouldn't put that at peak. I'm thinking A or B. I'm thinking A or B for me. That it doesn't excite me. You know, like peak would be like, bro, like this shit excites me. You know. I look at this and it's just, I mean, it's just a pole arm. You know, presentation, it's good, right? It's a very good presentation. You know, I like it coming crashing down and exploding like that. That's good. I think because yeah, it's an A. I give it an A. Yeah. You know, presentation, you have the explosion, it doesn't like fade away. Evan, would you, bro? I'm leaning towards S. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I know it's very simple, but the detail, I don't know. It's I don't know. You guys are saying it's very low. I really fucking like this. I really like this, but I mean, in regards to the skill itself. Okay, that'd be post, right? Oh, okay, you're right. That's more post. And is that mirror? That is mirror, right? Okay, I mean, man, I want to give it an S, but maybe not on this criteria. My list. I know, but we're not really like putting post into consideration that much, right? It can't be like the deciding factor. But I thought when I first saw this, I thought that's all it had. But there's really nothing to it. It's just a quick, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna give it a C. I can't put it in B. Okay, if we're gonna put post in, like, you know, like, it's definitely an S for me in terms of a skill itself, right? It's definitely an S. But in terms of this list, I think it's a C. Because I'm going to count post in a little bit. Just animation wise, there's not really too much there. But I'd still say it's better than Pathfinder and Wind Archer. Should have more dragon. Yeah, that would have been nice. I wish there was more to the presentation because the post is fucking phenomenal. Like the detail, right? The detail in the fucking post is that's insane. That's insane. Okay, Lumi. Like, bro, that's sick. That's sick. that is sick. I don't know if it's peak though. I think it's an S. I don't think it's peak. Not for me. Not for me. But I definitely think it's an S because like you have the charge up, right? Like it's a charge up skill. So this, you know, you just take into account this first. Amazing. Like it looks fucking great. And then the cut in, right? Same thing. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's an S. I think it's an S. Not peak for me. Maybe peak for other people. But really fucking good. Really fucking good. They did very well with Lumis. Cutscene story? No, it definitely is. Definitely is. Alright, Mercedes. Going back to some gacha game graphics. I like it. the post deer is good, right? But I think it's a B. I wouldn't put it in an A. I think it's a B. Right, the first part looks really nice, right? That's great. Fucking like the elven blessing, right? The deer, Mercedes just standing there menacingly. Cuts to her. It's like, I think it's an A. I think it's an A. I don't think it's an S, you know, or anything. But I'll put it at an A. I did say B. I changed my mind. Yeah. I'll put it at an A. I'll put it at an A. Hold on. Yeah, I mean it's got more to Buck, you know. Kind of short. It's kind of short though. But I like it. I like it. I'm gonna say A. I mean, definitely not Hero Dark Knight A, right? But I'd still say A. I think it's got something a little bit extra. You know, more than Bishop, more than Marksman, more than Buck. So Phantom. Short, but it's clean. All right, it's clean. It's clean. Uh, I think it's a B. I think it's a B. I would say B. I would say B. You know? Yeah. Yeah. I would say B. I would say B. Tempest though? Tempest looking clean. It's looking clean. Alright, Shade? I don't know too much about Shade. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Like I look at that, I'm not really too excited. Maybe if we slow it down a little bit, right? But that's nice. Okay. Yeah. I think it went a little too fast to kind of notice it, but the inclusion of the Fox God, it's just way too fast. A little bit. A little bit. I put it in C. I'll put Shade in C. It's good. I think maybe B, to be honest, because of the Fox God. So it might be like a low B. But aside from like that final frame, it didn't really do too much to me. It didn't do too much. But again, the post though, like post, it's looking clean. I like that. I like that. Blaster, I think this is peak. This is peak. S, definitely S, but like I mean fucking One Punch Man, you know? It's One Punch Man. It's so good. Like it's so fucking clean, you know? I like that. I like that. I like that. It's good. It's good. Definitely an S. You know, you could make the argument, right? If you want to put it in S, for sure, definitely an argument. But I think Blaster excites me. You know, not enough to hyperburn though. You know, not enough to hyperburn. But it's good. It's good. Blaze Wizard. How do we feel about Blaze Wizard? I like. So like this, I think this is an S. I think this is an S. Just before we play it, and then the Grim Reaper into the slash. I think that's. Oh, did I say Blaze Wizard? My bad. Fuck. Yeah, Battle Mage. Battle Mage. Battle Mage. It's. I think this is an S. Yeah. First part, second part, the Grim Reaper into the slash. Yeah. Yeah, no, that is some high production value with Battle Mage. Sorry, not Blaze Wizard. All right, Wild Hunter. I think it's an A. I think it's an A. I don't know if it's an S. Like, I just saw Battle Mage. Battle Mage definitely looked more Pog. You know? Definitely looked more Pog. You know, I mean Wild Hunter. There's a bit of a bias there. But I think it looks clean, you know, like you have the fucking Jaguar eyes, right? And then you have the Lion King over here, okay? If you slow it down a little bit, right? Like after this, like this is literally just a fucking Lion King, okay? That's about it, you know? Like there isn't really too much to it. It's very clean. It's either an A or a B. It's either an A or a B. It's definitely not peak. It's definitely not S. But I main this class, so it's going in A. Again, you know, like truthfully speaking, like it's definitely A or B for me. Definitely A or B. Like it's kind of like on par with Phantom in just like how clean it is, but it's got a little bit more than Phantom. But A for I main this class, so shut up. All right, next. Xenon got a Gundam. But that's post, right? Like the Gundam is post. I like it. I mean, it's clean. It's clean. I mean, it's an animation to like summon out your Gundam. It's clean. It's clean. It's an A. It's an A or a B. F? Nah. Definitely wouldn't say F. Definitely wouldn't say F. But I think it's an A or a B. See it again. Better than AB. I think AB has more than Xenon. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna put it in B. I'm gonna put it in B. I think AB has more to it, you know, with its presentation and visuals than Xenon. God, I am boiling here. Okay, I have a couple more classes left. Jesus, I need some air. AB is better than Wild Hunter. That's true, but I don't main AB. You know, it's funny. It's funny how that works. Mechanic. I don't know, because I'm also... Nah, man. I mean, I'm thinking definitely an A, but I think this is very, if not like very close to S, right? I like it. I like it. Cannon Nuke is better. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Post adds to it. It's an A. It's an A. Okay, fine. I'll fucking move down Wild Hunter to B. Okay. Shut up. I know it's a B. Okay. It's clean. It's definitely better than Ice Lightning, Bowmaster, Evan, and Shade, but it's definitely a B. Okay, what's next? Oh, sorry. Demon Slayer. It's just a domain. Yeah. Like, okay, Post looks great, right? But this can't be too much of our choice and like decision, right? The Post looks great. I love the background, you know, the moon, the structures, right? The buildings, the houses. You know, the even better demon impact, right? The enhanced Cerberus chomp. This looks all great, right? But when you're talking about just like the skill itself, yeah, like there's nothing there. Castlevania, yeah, I mean it's just a nicer looking dark metamorphosis, right? That's all that Demon Slayer got. It's just a bigger, cleaner E. It's just a bigger and cleaner like dark meta. So there's no E here, right? But yeah, it's gonna go into F. It's gonna go into F just for like the presentation itself, right? Not we're not counting too much of the post. Demon Avenger though, yeah, that's nice too. But again, that's more post, right? With the big axe. But you didn't watch it like all the way, right? But and then the axe comes out of fucking nowhere, out of the moon. I mean, that's clean. That is really fucking clean. The graveyard of swords. That's nice. That's nice. Ah, fuck, man. What would I put that though? That's again. It's tough. It's tough. That's an A or an S. You know, C definitely not a fucking C. Definitely not a C. I think that's at least an A. Would I put it into S though? Would I put it into S? I might need to watch it a couple more times. Okay, I didn't see those eyes before. Oh, and that's actual. That's like the actual DA like busting out. Yeah, nah. Okay. I'm gonna put that at an S. I'm gonna put that at an S. I like it. I like it a lot. Kaiser. What do I? Oh, sorry, no video. Oops, my bad. Kaiser, can't see. It's an F. Peak. I think this is very similar to Paladin. Okay, if like watching this, so let's watch it. Right, you have the halls, the sword, Kaiser himself. Right, coming down. I think it's short. Right, it's short, which like leads me into A. It's really good. It's really good. But I think this is S. You know, like just the way it's presented. Also, the fact that you go into final form after the skill is over, right? This puts you into final form. It's definitely an A. It's definitely an A. But is it an S? I think what makes Demon Avenger an S for me, right, is just like the very beginning. Right, if we watch Demon Avenger again, I mean both, right? But like the skill proc, right, and then the cancellation of the skill. Yeah, two different cuts. Yeah. 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 No, I'm putting Kaiser into S. Putting Kaiser into S. In its own little way, I think it's very similar to Paladin. It's a lot faster, you know, like in regard to the animation itself, the cutscene. It's pretty quick, but I think the presentation is really fucking good. Okay, Kain. God, the fucking edge. It's at least an A, you know. Again, like the post, man, the post. It's clean. You have the fucking black dragon in the background. Like, nah, man, that is insane. That is insane. But again, we're just looking at this cutscene. Like, I mean, it depends on how much you value Edge. I wouldn't say it's peak. I wouldn't say it's peak. If you put a lot of value into like the black dragon at the very end, like, you know, the post, it's peak, right? Then it's fucking peak. But if we're just talking about the cutscene itself, right, which is the majority of the evaluation, it's definitely S. You know, it fits it so fucking well. Like, it's definitely an S. Out of all the eye cutscenes, Kane's probably the only one that got a good one. Yeah, I mean, it's better than Pathfinder. Watch it again. Yeah, put that in S. Cadena. It's an A. I think that's an A for me. Okay, when I look at something peak, right? Like it needs to like really like impress, like scream out to me. It's clean. It's clean. Like it gets the job done. Like could make the argument for S too. But yeah, it doesn't scream peak to me. It doesn't scream peak to me. I think Kain is more exciting than that. Like what we just saw with Kain. Again, this is a lot longer. It's super clean, but yeah, I would 100% just put this in A, like at the very least. Yeah. AB, we already put AB into B tier, but we're revisiting it. Okay, so like now like we saw everything, right? Like based on what we've already seen so far. Initially we had this at a B. It doesn't scream S to me, you know? It doesn't scream S to me, but I think we can put it into A. Yeah. Yeah, I think we had it at B first, but definitely can put it into A. The only one with fan service, definitely peak. The only one with fan service. I mean, AB's doing what AB needs to do, right? Like it's the idol, so it fits it very well. But it's not S for me personally. Should be S, not for me. Not for me. I don't simp over AB. Okay, zero's peak. Bro, the way they did this, hell nah. Bro, the amount of effort that they put into Zero, it goes hard. It goes like Zero goes really hard. Oh, sorry, you can't see it. It goes really hard. Yeah. That's insane. Alright, Kinesis. I'm thinking S. I'm thinking S for Kinesis. At least an A. At least an A. I'm leaning more towards S. Damn, bro, that shit, bro. That cube is that 3D. You know, that ain't even 2D. Like, if bro, you just look at this like cube, whatever this thing is, you know, like that is like that's definitely got some like 3D in there. A turd coming out. 5D. I mean I like it. I like it. I'm gonna put it in S. I'm feeling S. I'm feeling S for Kinesis. Definitely at least an A, like 100%, like high A, whatever, A plus. But I'm gonna put it in S. I'm putting S. I like it a lot. Adele, yeah, Adele's. We did this before, right in the beginning. Adele's peak. It's peak. Only, bro, I'm massive Bleach fan. Peak to me. Well, like you have the very beginning, right? The very beginning with the character itself, the swords, right? Fucking Byakuya up in here, right? You got Senbon and Sakura, right? Literally, and then they scatter, and then explodes. So we're keeping Adele at peak. Like it's 100% peak for me. Okay. Illium. B. We have B. Bishop, Marksman, Xenon. Yeah. I think Illium and B makes sense. That was very clean. That was very clean. Good presentation. D. Okay, no, it's definitely not Pathfinder or Wind Archer. More interested in the post, yeah. But I don't think the presentation was bad. It doesn't get me hyped. But I think this is at least B tier. Yeah. I think with the presentation and animation, I think it's at least B tier. So where I put Shade? Shade's in C. The only good thing about Shade is the Fox God frame. Aside from that, presentation wise, there's not really much to it. Whereas Illium, I don't know. I think in Illium in its entirety, right? Got the crystal. Yeah, I mean, I like that more. I like that more. All right, Kali. I don't know what to think about Kali, to be honest. I don't like the poop color. Like that's the thing that screamed out to me, like, you know, because she's definitely like a orange reddish light yellow, and then like out of nowhere you have poop. Like why is it poop color? Sand? Oh. I don't know where I would put this. I mean A or B. C mate? No, I think it's. I don't know. I'm not too impressed about it. So I'd put Kali into B. I wouldn't say C. You could say A or B. It's gonna be a B for me. All right, Arc. I'm gonna say S. Okay. I don't think it's peak. Might be peak. If I mean as an arc main. But I mean it's at least an S. It's at least an S. At least an S. They did arc very well with the portrayal. They did it very well, right? Like that's your soul, right? That's your soul, right? Sinking down, right? Because I'm gonna fucking extract this, okay? I'm an arc main, all right? Like into the darkness, right? grab it with your hands because you ain't no one's bitch. All right, then you have the deep dark inside of you. God, that post is fucking clean. I wouldn't say it's peak though. Like I look at Arc, I think it's great. It's an S. Looks stackable with normal bind too. Yeah, a lot of these things look like staggers to me. So yeah, I think Arc is an S for me. That's where it's going. Lara peak. I think it's an A. No, I would say A. I would say A. Like, presentation's clean. It's not edgy. I mean, bro, yeah, Lara, edge. Yeah, yeah. No, I think I would put Lara in A. Yeah, Ho Young. I think Ho Young's also an A. Maybe an S. Okay, maybe an S. Maybe an S. I didn't really see this too much the first time around, but it starts off with the chomp, right? That's nice, right? I don't know who the fuck that's supposed to be. I forgot. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I don't know. I forgot who that's supposed to be. All right, yeah. All right. Yeah, I'll put it in S. I'll put it in S. I like it. I like it. All right. We're finally done. That took a while. In peak, I have Adele, Fire Poison, Shad, Dawn Warrior, Blaster, and Zero. That makes sense. These are the only ones that like really made me super excited when I watched them. S rank, Paladin, Thunderbreaker, Lumi, Battle Mage, Demon Avenger, Kaiser, Kain, Kinesis, Arc, and Ho Young. Yeah, I wouldn't change that either. Let's move Vault Hunter next to Pathfinder already. Nah, I wouldn't do that. For A, yeah, Hero, Dark Knight, Dual Blade Cannon Master, Mahayo, Blaze Wizard, Nightwalker, Aran, Mercedes, Mech, Cadena, AB, and Lara. Yeah. Bishop, or for B, Bishop, Marksman, Buck, Phantom, Xenon, Wild Hunter, Illium, and Kali. Yeah. Can we look at Buck one more time? Sure. Where is it? I feel like Buck would be a bit higher because of post, but yeah, what Buck has is a nice cut in with the serpents, and then just like an insignia, right? And if you add this into it, I mean, it's really good. But I think it's pretty similar to like Wild Hunter, you know, like just in that regard. For C, Ice Lightning, Bowmaster, Evan, and Shade, where they're good, but they don't impress me like enough. You know, Evan like basically had like nothing to it. Shade had like the one frame with the Fox God, right? Bowmaster is just an enhanced Arrow Rain, Ice Lightning, just a bigger Ice Age. So not as impressed. Although again, all these are really nice. Pathfinder and Wind Archer in D tier. And then F tier, Night Lord, Corsair, and Demon Slayer, where they could have been like significantly better. Demon Slayer is just like an enhanced dark meta. Corsair, I mean, just bigger Nautilus. Night Lord, just a bigger Dark Omen, right? So not too crazy, but kind of lazy in its presentation, right? And it's like the actuation. Overall though, like I really like Demon Slayer. You know, the background, the axe coming out at the end. So I definitely would rank it higher. But for like this kind of tier list, yeah. Yeah. Art could have been peak. Could have been. I think Kain is peak if you count in post. To be fair. I think Paladin also could easily be peak if you count in post. And Kinesis. Evan too. Well, Evan, if you count in post, is like, for me, I would say at least an A, maybe S, but I would say at least an A. Xenon's post, the Gundam. I don't know if that really does anything to me though. You know, we have Xenon at B. With post, it's probably an A. Look at Cannoneer. Yeah, I mean, Cannoneer is sick. Where is it? Definitely an A. I mean, definitely an A. It's good. I mean, it gives me like similar to Dark Knight, right? So yeah, okay. That's my list. Screenshot it. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and leave a comment down below. Big thanks to Rooney, Brandon Lee, Yo MJ, Not Chaos, Eric Gritty, Balloon, Prime Gaming, Cultured Anime, Justice, Restored, Thick Thighs, I Love Apple, Jason, JP, Picklenear, Joshua Alvarez, Mr. On Arc, Restrict, XX Shadow XX234, and everyone giving me money for pizza for being members and supporting the channel. Click that join button down below if you would like to become a member and support the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.